you are the reason that I worked at FS1.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why. So when I went out to audition for the show, which at the time that me and Nick Wright got hired at the same time at Fox, they were hiring for a bunch of different shows. They were bringing in talent, interviewing a bunch of people. So I did a panel test show, and we were talking about you. And we were talking about...
That should be interesting.
I don't know if you remember this, but a little old woman wrote into, I think, the Charlotte Observer or something, and was complaining about your personal choices.
That was, no, that was Nashville. That was the Tennessean.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. But do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the celebration is like he was thrusting himself.
No. This was about you not marrying your, at the time, your partner.
Oh, my baby mother.
Yes.
Okay.
Why this was a topic, I don't know. But I was the only woman at this test shoot, and we're talking about, you, like why you wouldn't marry her or something, and it was something about, everyone kept saying out of wedlock. And it got to me, and I was like, why are we using the term out of wedlock, first of all? That is a crazy, outdated, weird term, considering people at this table have children out of wedlock. Also, what the fuck does this have to do with how he plays football, or what kind of leader he is, or how he's performing on the field? It's just strange to me that this would even be a story or something that we are using to apply to someone's character at this point. Like, I think we've moved past this. But I was a little more passionate and, dramatic about my take, but it was so impressive that is why I got hired. They were like,
there you go.
You stuck out from the group, and it was a very interesting point of view, which I thought was the only point of view to have, because what the fuck are we talking about out of wedlock for? But yeah, you are the reason that I got hired there.
Well, if you need help with your career, talk about Cam.
Contrary to popular belief on the internet, that is the reason why.
People will have a field day with that response. I can hear the comments now. Yeah, but he still ain't married. Yeah, but there's people who are married that ain't happy.
I did not think that your personal choices about your children and your partner had anything to do with your
Which goes
football
back
skills,
to what I'm saying. Are we putting athletes too high on the totem pole of the pecking order as idols and role models?
I don't think you get to choose if you're a role model or not. Because for a long time, I didn't think of myself as that way. And as I've gotten older and as I've moved through the business, I realize that whether, I want to or not, and sometimes it doesn't feel like it's appropriate for you to choose, people are watching you. Young people are watching you. I don't think that that's your responsibility. I think you should live your life how you live your life. Because like you said, you care more about you than you care about anyone else. And you should. But it's just a matter of how much you care about the example that you're setting. And I go back and forth on that, because part of me is like, I want to hold the door open for the next generation. It's important to me to do that. I'm actively, and have been for years, involved in bringing other people into the space and having seats at the table for other people.
Right.
And I'm not even going to get into my resume precedes itself when it comes to that. But there's also a part of me that is solely planted in, I'm gonna do what I was sent here to do. And everyone shouldn't try to do that. Like, everyone shouldn't try to be you. They should learn things from you, both positive and negative.
For sure.
And when we put people in these role model spaces, we tend to idolize them and romanticize them as these perfect figures. And we don't allow the space for humanity and mistakes. And everyone makes mistakes. All of us do. And it is a very cliche thing to say, but when we're talking about people that we look up to, when we're talking about athletes, when we're talking about celebrities or media members, presidents, whatever, we have to look at them as human beings. Certain people should be held to different standards. The President of the United States should be held to a different standard than you and I, because he has more responsibility to everyone than you and I do. But in the spaces that we're in, we have a responsibility to ourselves and to the people that we care about. And I think that's the best we can do. When we're talking about athletes and what we want from them as role models, I think we get a little carried away with, oh, well, you know, what does it mean for the kids? Like, you decided to have kids.
For sure.
I don't have children. Mm-hmm. Now, I care about the children that are my responsibility, my nieces and nephews. I care about them. I care about my, friends' children, but it's still not my job to raise them. Mm-hmm. And I actually firmly believe that people should see people make mistakes and come back from them. I think people should see humanity. They should see the rough edges and how people recover from that, because that is life. Every day you have to make decisions and make adjustments. Right. And I don't like selling the idea to young people that everything's going to be smooth sailing, because it's not.
It's not. Man, look, that's beautifully said, and I will second that. I never wanted to be the poster child of whatever. I wanted to be authentic to me. Like, if something were to happen to me, we're living in a day and age now where more people will click, see, I told you, rather than, that's what he doing? That's what's up. You see what I'm saying? It's like, where I'm at now with it is just this comfort of understanding, like, bro, like, be real. Be authentically you in a way where the world doesn't need another Cam Newton. Mm-mm. The world needs you to be who you are by learning from what Cam did. I pride myself on being able to say, I did everything at a high level. And I take this media the same way. It's going to be done, and it's being done at a high level. This is not no ring light setup situation where you just come in and did boom, boom. Like, no. So when I study, this wave of what's going on, people who succeed, they take it extremely serious. But that's not to say, to your point, that it's not going to make, or they're not going to make mistakes.
No, but you make mistakes.
Yeah.
You learn from mistakes. If everything was just easy, I mean, think about like the traumas and the lows in your life. Mm-hmm. Think about the times that you were sad or upset. You can think of a moment right now, just pop, like, I didn't have to prompt you on anything. I don't know what you're thinking about, but it affects you.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not right, but the things that hurt us tend to stick out more than the easy times.
Yeah.
Now, maybe we all need to adjust to that in life and appreciate the good times, but it's like when things are going good, you expect them to eventually go bad. When things are going bad, it feels like it's going to be bad forever. And it's not. Everything is temporary. But if you make mistakes and you choose to apply the lesson that the universe was sending you in that space, then you're going to be better. It's like when people, I'm sure you've gotten this question about, like, how do you handle rejection, or how do you handle no's? How do you handle people or things not going your way? How do you handle losses? It should be the same way that you handle wins, which is in stride. You should appreciate what's happening for the reason that it's happening. And if it's meant to be to teach you a lesson, or to tell you, you know what, I need to be in the gym a little bit more. I didn't have success in this game because I was tight and I didn't stretch before because I was being lazy. I need to learn to not do that. I need to apply myself there. I didn't do such a good show today because I really wasn't that prepared. Okay, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Those things are important. And I think for young people, especially because the internet, people do not post their losses. So when things go badly, it feels like so dramatic, mm-hmm. and everybody else is winning. People don't post their losses, but the losses are important. That's what gives you character. That's what makes you funny.
Yeah.
That's what makes you be able to navigate through life and not fall apart.
Yeah.